I posted a meme on Facebook that says, be like the Jehovah's Witnesses and travel in pairs. The boogeyman is out there. Meaning there are so many people, young and old, that's being snatched up, that's becoming missing, that is allegedly sold for body parts, organ donating, and they're missing. In the black community, it is so easy for someone to come in and kidnap young people. It's easy because blacks are divided among themselves. Families don't look out for families like they used to. So it's very easy for someone to come in and kidnap you. Slavery is alive and well in 2017. Now, I'm going to post an article on the bottom, a Time magazine article where slavery is happening in Libya. I watched a video where a young man, a Libyan, he claimed to escape a few times from slavery. And he said that people from the West that came as saviors, so to speak, people that were supposed to save them and take them to safety, and they waited around, and later they sold them back into slavery again. People from the West. And you know, when I read that article and when I listened to that video, the first thought came to my mind was how important it was to Barack Obama for the immigrants to be scattered in different nations. Why is it so important for immigrants or the United States to take in undocumented immigrants? Some have claimed that the immigrants are harder workers than Americans because they take jobs that Americans really don't want. But is that the real reason? Or is that just part of the reason? Could it be that these undocumented immigrants that's coming to this country are also a part of a slave trade? Is it that Barack Obama, his administration, bought slaves or traded slaves? So now they come in the disguise of immigrants and had reached the heart of many Americans that protested and shouted, "Let them in. They need a place to stay. This is America, the home of the free." They call them dreamers. Now, according to this young man that I watched in a video that escaped a few times, he said that they were promised a dream. They were promised to be taken to a place where they could be dreamers, to live like Americans live. And they found themselves in captivity. So could it be possible that many of the immigrants that came to America, that came to France, that's in Germany, that's in different parts of the European nation, could it be that they themselves are captives, are slaves, but don't know who to trust in America? Another question came to mind when I read that article about the Libyans, and I watched all of the blacks that were in a holding area, hoping that they were being taken to safety, but yet sold back into captivity. my question came to mind is, where are the Africans, those from the continent, that criticized and made fun of black Americans and called them slaves or former slaves? Why aren't the Africans in the continent helping these people from Africa that are being taken into captivities? Why are they silent? And why is it so easy for blacks or Africans to be taken captive with no fight at all? As I watch those Africans in that holding area, why aren't they fighting back? Why aren't they willing to risk their lives for safety? And why is it that they're going so easy into captivity, whereas I'm sure other nations will fight back? But back to my original topic, traveling in pairs. We're living in a time where it is important for people to start traveling in pairs. Be like Jehovah's Witnesses. Jehovah's Witnesses do not go witnessing from door to door without traveling in pairs. They don't go by themselves because they know that there's people out there that don't like them. And they know that there's people out there that are trolls, and just because of the fact that they are Jehovah's Witnesses, people will attack them. So they don't go by themselves, they'll go by pairs. They have backup. So maybe people should learn from Jehovah's Witnesses. And don't leave your house alone. Travel in pairs. And if you travel in pairs, it's a lot harder for any of you to be taken captive, to be kidnapped. And it blows my mind that we're living in a time where it's so easy to kidnap children. You would think that the parents, especially the mother, will be overprotective of her children. Why is it so easy for children to be taken captive? Why is it so easy for children to come up missing? Where are the parents? Where's the mother that birthed that child? Why aren't parents overprotective of their children? Why are families so divided among themselves, especially in the black community? Therefore, black Americans are a prime candidate for slavery. It will be easy to kidnap black Americans and take them into captivity because they're passive and submissive. It would be easy because of the fact that at nighttime when you go to the store or just drive down the street at night and you see young black girls, teens walking down the street by themselves, it would be easy to kidnap them because they have no protection. Blacks do not look out for each other. Blacks despise each other. And you know, I can see now why it was so easy for blacks or Africans to sell the so-called black Americans, our ancestors, into captivity. I can see why now, because just like Africa is divided by tribes, black Americans are divided among themselves. Even within the families, black Americans are divided. So it would not be a hard thing to kidnap them because they're not wise. They don't protect their communities. They invite anyone into their communities. Anyone that's foreign. That's why in the black community you see so many Arab stores, Middle Eastern stores, Asian people coming into the communities, pulling dollars from the communities, but black Americans don't support each other. Just take a look on YouTube. and the number of blacks that come against blacks that monetize their videos, that put up Patreon accounts, that put up PayPal accounts asking for donations. Blacks don't support blacks, but instead of supporting them, they attack them. And the people that attack them are the ones that never donate nothing. But yet their prime focus is the fact that you're making money. You should not be making money because you're black. That's the type of black person that will sell another black person into slavery. It would be so easy for a black person, a black American, to sell another black American because black Americans hate black Americans. And we can see that right on YouTube. Black Americans cannot have anything without bringing drama into it. We have now internet thugs, video thugs, that troll other black people's account. They don't really mess with anyone else, just black Americans. The white man gets a pass. They can monetize their videos. They can put up Patreon accounts. They can request donations, and it's okay. But if a black man does it, he's begging. He's got his hands out. I find that interesting. So it would not be a hard thing for black Americans to be taken into captivity, or many black Americans to be taken into captivity. And better yet, they're right now being groomed in the prison system. Black American males are being groomed for slavery in the prison system because when they come out, they institutionalize. That's all that is. So we need to start protecting our children. We need to start protecting each other. Don't leave your house without someone being with you. Travel in twos. Be like the Jehovah's Witnesses. Learn from the Jehovah's Witnesses. Instead of attacking Jehovah's Witnesses, learn from them. And don't leave your house without traveling in pairs. But where are the Africans? Again, I ask. Over in Libya. Why are they sitting silent here in America while slavery is taking place in Libya? And this is not a new thing. And trust me, I guarantee you America has its hands in slavery, in modern day slave trade. And that's why we find that the immigrants are here in America. That's why America fights so hard to hold on to their captives. That's why you find immigrants when you call and speak T-Mobile. You talk to an immigrant on the phone. Time Warner or now Spectrum, you speak to an immigrant on the phone. See, so yes, there are slaves here in America. America's got their hands in the slave trade. This is for the dreamers. Dreamers, slavery. Promising them a dream. Slavery. That's the gist of undocumented immigrants. So I'm going to put that article on the bottom. You guys feedback, tell me what you think. Subscribe on my channel, Fearless J 1111 Talk. Go to Twitter, Fearless J 1111. Another Twitter account, Fearless J 2008. And Mood Control, which is a link I'm going to also put on the bottom. Go subscribe to that channel. Feedback, tell me what you think. Until next time, I'm fearless.